Hey friend, quick video on Coinbase. Just wanted to get my thesis out there. I think this is I'm fairly not fairly I'm pretty bullish on Coinbase here over the next I'd probably say 2 years probably. So just gonna kind of explain the thesis. Obviously, we have the crypto environment becoming a lot more mainstream, governments accepting it and creating regulations around it. And, obviously, you have the whole case of Bitcoin, Ethereum. And I think Coinbase is just going to benefit from that. So I do think Ethereum is ready to break out here soon. But Coinbase, this is what I'm seeing. So obviously, off the backs of a cumulative range from, May 22 all the way till Feb 24. It made its run from about 70 all the way to 280, and then it's been consolidating within this range here since. Obviously, you see that price is able to break above. This is actually this actually denotes strength. That price was able to, kind of bounce in between here, break above. Obviously, it returned, but regardless, whenever we see that, price break above and then break back into the range, we usually see a test at the opposite side of the range. So this candle down here is pretty important. It's hard to see just because I'm so zoomed out, but price did undercut this low right here. Just absolutely barely. It barely did. And that's also a sign of strength. Price was able to, wasn't able to travel very far outside of the range, but it was able to undercut that low. So usually we'd expect some kind of retest at the other opposite end of the range, and we did break the range. So with the range break, I'm looking for wide, large green candles, and I'm looking for a very high volume to back it up, and that's exactly what we see. So we see some very large, widespread bullish candles, and then on the pullback, we see a decrease in volume or a lack of seller interest on the pullback. So pretty low volume pullback within these four candles, yet they do look pretty drastic. I mean, these went from 440, and then we're just pretty much right back to this 283, and all we're doing is retesting the buy climax from that move from 73 to 283. So what this means is I'd like to get in a position, whether it is leaps. I think leaps would work, and I'd probably aim for like a 6-month horizon. I don't know if that I'd see the leap all the way through. Obviously, you certainly can. It probably depends on whether your leap is outside the money, inside the money, and whatnot. So probably want to go out. I'm probably gonna play outside the money. But you totally could play inside the money. But what I think is gonna happen is I think price is going to retest this buy climax very shortly within the next 1 to 2 weeks. Show a really nice bullish candlestick, and on that bullish candlestick, I'm gonna be wanting to get into Coinbase, with my risk being a weekly close back below this buy climax. So that's the plan. I think coin is set up for a fairly large move here. That's kind of my denotions on there, but yeah, I mean, I think this thing looks absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's any reason this, can't see some absolutely ridiculous, I'm thinking like 700 and higher. But yeah, that's my thesis on coin. Risk would be a close back below 283. Just need to kind of decide how I need to play it and how you want to play it. So yeah, that's thesis in about a 3-minute video. But just the range that I'm trying to explain is we have that accumulative range from 70 to 120 that I talked about. Price ended up coming back, retesting the automatic response that we had. We had that run up from 70 all the way to 283. Price bounced at 283, came back down to like what we're trading at like 146. Traded within that. So we did have that up thrust action, which is this. It denotes strength on the sense or for buyers. Obviously, then it failed back into the range. You had your spring, shakeout, spring, whatever, but undercutting this low, shaking out any long buyers who were using this low as likely their stop loss. They get shaked out, and then you have some very large buying coming in, price coming back to retest the creek or the buy climax. So that's what I'm thinking is going on right now with coin. Just timing wise, I'm not 100% certain when this will confirm. but I think it's gonna be very soon. So I want to get this video out to you to start planning a sizable Coinbase position, just because that's what I'm probably gonna be doing. But yep, thank you for watching. Good to yeah, make this video. I don't even know where I was going.